Power here with game one of the single division tournament final match between Mamil and Insha. Let's dive right in here to Tsel. And on the left in the red, we have Insha playing 358 Strelki on Maverick income. And on the right in the blue, we have Mamil playing 4th Fallchirmjager on Juggernaut income. So a reminder, these players got one division to use for the entire tournament and can only use it in one income style. So yeah, these guys got all the way to the finals using these two divisions on these incomes. So diving into 358, we just saw this one against Soap here. I mean, honestly, for most people, usually like a C tier division, you know, B maybe, but I wouldn't put it there. Depending on the map, it can be stronger. Tsel is definitely a good map for this division, without a doubt. If you had to pick a map for this division to be on, I would think this would be one of the maps you'd want to be on. The recon tab, really solid. You get BA-10s and snipers, and you also get T-70s, which I think actually really overperform quite significantly. So a nice mix here. The infantry tab, solid. Definitely for this CQC situation with the Grupa Zachiski, one of the best CQC units in the game. Not the best, but up there. I would say in the top 10 for sure, perhaps even the top 5. And then you get lots of Abtos, which, if you didn't see the Soap game, go check that out. These guys really overperformed, like did really, really, really well. And then just Strelki DP. The tank tab, underwhelming. T60s, T70s, and a card of T34 76s, and that's basically all you get. The support tab, nothing amazing, just Maxims, these infantry guns, and some 50mm mortars, along with the combat, which I expect to see a lot of because Insha's big into his veterancy. The AT tab, it's got a nice mix of stuff. We see the VZ-VODs, which are very solid AT rifle units, 45 mils, ZIS-2s, and then the ISU 122s, which on this map, I think will have a more limited role, I would think. There's really not a lot of long ranges to fight at. And these things really aren't great at close range. Like, they aren't. Their armor's not actually that heavy, so they can get penned pretty often, and they are really quite expensive. The AA tab, pretty bad. Just 25 mils and the M17s. Now, 25 mils are solid for their cost, but they aren't like amazing, especially when you got to bring them in unvetted. You get 6 of them. Once those are out, the M17s are definitely not good. So if Mamil really targets this down, he could open up the sky in a big way. The Arty tab, it's got some things. It's not anything like super crazy. A lot of 122s, both for the Arty and for the support factor. They can do the F22 light artillery. And he's bringing a double vetted Morser. Kind of surprising. I don't know why he just went single vet and bring 2, but that's just me, I guess. The air tab, really light here. PO2, Yak 7B, and the IL2 M3. Not bringing in those TU2Ss. On the other side here, Mamil playing what I think at this point is the best division in the game pretty clearly. I don't really think there's a question at this point about this division being the best in the game, but that's just from me, but I think a lot of people would probably agree with that. The recon tab, really solid with the AS-42 20mm flak car thing. You get sharpshooters, you get the SPW 43s as well, which are all great options, and there's still more in there. You can get like Panzer 2s and stuff, I think, as well, or unless I'm thinking of a different division. No, I think you can. But anyway, the infantry tab, phenomenal. You get Italians for CQC. You get Fallchirmjagers out the butt then, and now they have the Fallchirmjager ZF, which are better, arguably, than the Fallchirmjagers were before. Fallchirmjager Pioneers, which are super efficient. He's actually bringing one of the Fallchirmjager MG34s. Kind of surprised because those really aren't good. They're literally just Panzergren MG34s with, I think, a little bit more health, but they're really nothing impressive. The tank tab, it's got some good options. It's limited, but it does have good options. Panther, Tiger, Shug, M42. I think you get some Panzer 4s too if you want them, but he doesn't have them here. Support tab, really strong. You get Sturm Panzers, you get these Shug M42s, MG42s, Flammenwerfers, the usual things there. The AT tab, pretty good with Gerlichs, Breda guns, Pack 40s, Stug, L6s. He's bringing the light things. AA, pretty darn good as well. 37 mil, they're flak 43s, which are really good. Arty tab, limited, but very good for what you get. He's bringing the C-phase card of 172s. And the air tab, lots of Focke-Wulf 190 G3s and the Alciona here, along with the very good C205 fighter. Really no weakness in this deck. Like, there is, like, none, essentially, which is why it's so good. I couldn't really tell you a tab that's severely lacking in this deck at all. I can't think of anything it's missing. It's missing an AT plane, I guess. That's about it. I can't really think of anything else. It can be a little light on medium tanks, but Stug M42s are super efficient for what they are. But anyway, we are off here. See, an infantry gun deployed. Very light deployment up north from Emil. These infantry guns getting into position first. 20 mil going after that Po-2. It will push it off, actually. The Po-2s are pretty soft. Flammenwerfer will unload, but it's not close enough to the sniper to stop this assault on it. Gets smoked down. Doesn't actually block the sniper. But the AB is in now to save it. Redagun does force off the infantry here, so no easy flag here. Emil gets an early flag here. This flag currently captured, but might be hard to hold. The Fallchirmjager MG-34s do stop the push here of these Grupa Zaciski, which would have been devastating. So a lot of troops here for Insha. Looking for an early breakout here in the center, but the Pioneers, the Fallchirmjagers, they're Fallchirmjagering. Anything at long range, these guys will smack around. Like, it's like so easy to win any infantry fight at range. But at close range, the Grupa Zaciski should absolutely decimate anything, as we saw in the last game with this division. These L6s should do really good work, actually, because they're good against the T60s and the T70s and the BA-10s and all the light armor that we see in 358 for a very reasonable price of 25 points. So Emil currently 13 level. Fallchirmjager Pioneer, as expected, gets wiped out. But the Avtos did get through, actually, so they're now in on this flag. Insha side, definitely the tougher one to really get a lead with. 20 mil on the run. Now it's having gun depression issues, it looks like. Barely survives. And it does get away to fight another day. AB-43 here, pushing off the infantry gun. Focke-Wulf in with its bombing strike on the 45 mil. Okay. Doesn't want that around, clearly. Bolshevik Pioneer is going to get wiped out by the Grupa Zaciski unless the 20 mil supports. It is backing off. SPW finds the 50 mil? No, it doesn't. That's still going after the infantry gun. Doesn't really do anything. Still 13-11, although Emil definitely under some pressure here. 47 mil should be able to win this fight, I would think. My goodness, this is like what these things are for. There we go. It's the fire rate on these things that makes them disgustingly good. And the BA-10 does go down. T-60 is smacking around this light armor, though. T-60 winning every light armor engagement so far, but here comes the Stug M42 and an L6. SPW was going after the 50 mil. That does get away. Could go in after it, but the Sapri Komroti does have a Panzerfaust, so they have to be careful. We have a 25 mil in already. Yak gonna get on the HE-111 and will... Oh my god, it takes so long. These things are so lightly armed. Oh, it does take it down, though, so that recon is dead. There's 4 of them, though, so it's not like they're dead and gone. SPW had a chance to kill the 50 mil, but fell back and missed it, basically. Kind of a bummer there. So obviously Insha with a massive advantage through the first part of this game. Nobody plays Juggernaut, so I don't even know the math on how bad this is for him. Emil kind of took Juggernaut as like a meme because he was playing 4th Fallchirmjager. As if Emil needs to play 4th Fallchirmjager to have a chance of winning this tournament. He got a lot of crap for it. But anyway, let's do some math here. So 50-point advantage there, and then a 65? No, 55. 55-point advantage. So we have 600-point advantage going into C phase. That is not a small amount of beans. 45 mil will finish off that SPW. Ultron Pioneer did loop around and caught the Avtos out in the open. Now they're going to have to contend with this Grupa Zaciski, and which would normally be okay, but the 50 mil might just swing this, and it does. These things are disgusting. Absolutely so good. If you can use them well, you won't ever lose infantry combat. It's actually ridiculous. The SPW failed to kill the 25 mil, which he desperately needed dead. Just to open up the sky earlier. And he needed this SPW to kill the 50 mil, so that SPW failed on every account. It dropped the ball at every moment. O2 getting scared off by the 20 mil again. Guastatori Pada can beat the Avtos, but can't beat the Grupa. SPW, yeah, okay. The VZ-VOD gets away. Got a loader knockout. SPW should have 1 burst in it, though. There we go. Oh, and it goes down. Inshot just masterfully handling this light armor so far. C205 does take out one of the Po2s. Of course, there are 10 points, excuse me, and there's 6 of them, so there's a lot to go. Studebaker goes down to... I have no idea. This... Oh, the L6. The L6 found it. C205 doing a gun run on the group is Zachiski, but is getting hit now by... Well, 25 mils in a weird spot, so it's not continuing its fire. There's Stug M42 holding this flag on the road here. Barely. Inshaw's so on top of his smoke micro. Vassatori Pera trying to chase down the Grupa. Does still get away. 20 mil has moved into the woods here. It claims it can see this far. It definitely shouldn't be able to see that far. This is not how line of sight works in this game. 12-12 currently. 37 mil coming in. For Mamil. Mamil's losing his position in the center here as well now. Guasatori Pada do get off a grenade, but are finished off by the Grupas. Apto's just so good now. IL-2 bombing strike comes in. Doesn't hit anything significant, doesn't look like it. L6 is going to go down to these VZ VOD that have just been absolute champs. Lotties are Lotties. The only AT rifle that's truly dangerous. Solithurn is very good too. I shouldn't say that. The Lottie just feels like really good. Zachiski take a full face of that 20 mil. Panzerschreck misses the opportunity to kill the T-70. T-70 looping around to get the 20 mil. Let's see if it can finish it off. It does not. And down the 20 mil goes. Oof. HE-111 in. Do we see a fighter response? No, it doesn't look like. Not yet, at least. 25 mil easily scares that off, though. Meal with the point of the lead right now. Focke-Wulf does get the bombing strike off on the 25 mil and kills that. Oof. That definitely hurts for Insha there. Insha with a very strong position here, though. I'm not sure how Mamil gets back into this area. Still shocked at the Fallchirmjager choice here. I think these are terrible. They're not terrible, but comparatively speaking to all the other choices, I'm shocked that this is what he thinks is the best for that slot. I don't know. Mamil, explain to me why you want to use these Fallchirmjager MG34s. They're just Panzergren MG34s, and those are generally not that great, so... Explain to a loser like me. Explain to a noobalite like myself. Pu-02 goes down to that 37 mil, Flak 43, a phenomenal weapon. Focke-Wulf coming in again now for this F-22. The recon spots it. Yak is still in the sky, but there is no AA to stop him. Ooh, 45 mil goes down to the transport, the SPW. Yak trying to get around. Pilot gets injured. 37 mil doing the work right now. Focke-Wulf trying to get back around. No, it's going for a gun run on this 45 mil. It's AG-111 supplying so much valuable information. These top players, if you let them have recon, it's absolutely backbreaking. Like, they just know exactly what to do then to everything. But the SPW pushed forward too soon and goes down. Oh, a little mistake there by Mamil. He could have kept that alive very easily. Focke-Wulf is a... Oh, he did the thing. He did the thing. You turn off one of the bombs and drop a bomb, and then you get greedy and drop a second bomb strike. It's so cheeky and it's so freaking good, and I've never pulled it off because I'm not that good at this game. I'm not good enough. Sad attack power. Cope. But anyway, amazing play there. Taking out 45 mil and the F-22. I mean, that's so much value. That's actually basically paying that plane off in one single airstrike, which is nuts. M17's coming in to try to save the day. 25 mils pouring in as the HE-111s just give all that information. And I honestly think it's the recon that's the bigger issue, not the Focke-Wulfs. The Focke-Wulfs are annoying, and yes, they kill some stuff, but these HE-111s being able to free float around and just see everything that's going on is indescribably backbreaking. But we're now into B phase, so let's see. Insha needs to crush Mamil in this phase. There really is no option. Because obviously once we get to C phase, that's the end for Insha. Like, he's going to get absolutely pulverized with an income that is more than twice his. 175 to 8 is more than twice that C phase income. Fallchirmjager actually misses the bombing strike. That's pretty devastating, actually. Really need that dead. Bredagun might be able to finish it off, though. Oh, just kidding. It's getting the M17. Oh! That is bad for Insha. He's got to be careful. He's already lost a 25 mil and now has lost an M17. So he's basically down to 525 mils and one M17. No, two? Two. There's three of them. Not that the M17s do much, but they're still AA. The point is they still count. VZ VOD's on target on that Stug M42. Fallchirmjager's apparently out of line of sight, although I don't agree visually, but what do I know, I guess. Bredagun getting hit by the Strelki DP. Machine gun trying to stop the sniper over here. Bredagun actually beats out the Strelki DP. Kind of surprised about that, actually. MG42 should be able to kill this sniper, I would think. Especially at one vet. Yep, there it goes. So some keys trades here for Emil going his way. Powder Assault's coming in now. Do we finally have Fallchirmjager? He has Fallchirmjager ZFs, but he only called some in here in the middle. So we haven't seen them do anything, and these are the absolute chads of this division now. Insha on a 13-11, he needs at least, I mean, he probably needs much more than that, honestly. IL-2 coming in. The AA is unfortunately too in the center to stop this, so he's going to lose both his support weapons. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. C205 coming in, though, to try to respond, and it looks like he will. Yeah, killing that IL-2 is pretty darn good. There's only two of them. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he does. There we go. There goes one of the planes out of 358. There's not many planes, honestly, in Insha's build here. So that's a big kill. Yeah, plenty of snipers here now. Like an absurd number of snipers now in 4th Fallchirmjager. Again, like they weren't good enough. Let's just give them more snipers. The most obnoxious, like the most annoying unit in the game right now. Already now going after the 25 mil, but that is moving. Insha trying to keep his micro on that. He needs to keep his limited and now highly limited AA. It was highly limited, extremely highly limited AA alive. Oh, and the first mortar hit lands right on. Oh, that's just bad RNG. Fogwolf coming in for the bombing strike on the 25 mil. Yeah, a little bit too cheeky this time there, Emil. Not gonna get that lucky. 25 mils, though, getting confused and redirect their fire on the HE-111, which will probably let the Focke-Wulf get away, but maybe not. It's smoking already. Down it goes in the last bit of burst. Oof. Yeah, Emil has to be careful. He can't be losing planes like that with his Juggernaut income. 25 mils moving again now to dodge this mortar. Parasault's going in, but unfortunately they still have no chance against these Grupas Zachiski. In conjunction with the Flammenwerfer, maybe, but unfortunately the Flammenwerfer missed. Now the Flammenwerfer is moving in to try to save the day, but look, oh my goodness, just look how much damage they're taking. Now the Flammenwerfer finally, and there's some support from the side here as well. Definitely could help a lot. Unfortunately, there is a leader here, so the Grupas Zachiski won't even surrender. HE-111 just keeps coming in. It doesn't even care about the AA. Screw you, I'm coming in anyway. Trying to get targets for his mortar. Focke-Wulf coming in again. Like, these are very cheeky gun runs. Focke-Wulf doesn't do it this time. ISU-122 on the hill here. What's it see? Oh, the Stug. What? There's no line of sight there. Did that... I think the Focke-Wulf died again. So that's 2 Focke-Wulfs dead. Yeah, I think these attacks by Emil are unnecessarily aggressive. M42 goes down to, I don't know what, the T-72 or the ISU. Yeah, I don't think Emil needed to lose those 2 planes. I really think he just should have got more artillery and targeted it more specifically. He just wasted those 2 Focke-Wulfs like hardcore. And if his goal is to kill all the AA, he needs more planes left. I mean, he's got the C-Phase card to Alciona, but that just felt unnecessary. T-70 can now push forward with that Stug dead. The other Stug trying to move in to save the day. Flag finally goes down. Insha back to a 13-11. 5 minutes left in B phase, but of course, it's really the next 5 to 6 minutes in C phase that are the most dangerous when Insha has all of his bonus points, like all the extra income, and that's when he can really go. Before that point, you're not actually like at an absurd advantage at this point. I mean, at this point, Insha's up about, what, 300, 350 points, which is are still a lot to start, but it's not the 600 points he will eventually be up. M42, yeah, ISU 122 now on the hill. Emil pushing it forward to save the day, but the Avtos are there. Oh no. Goodbye, Stug. We barely knew thee. Here it comes. And boom. Fallchirmjager ZF gonna just eat this 45 mil for breakfast. Yum, 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 yum. A delicious meal of 45. This ISU 122 gonna be a bit of an issue. I mean, he's got a Panther and he's got Tigers, and those both can handle the ISU. But it's a dangerous fight. It's a very dangerous fight, to say the least. T60 finally goes down to the Breda? Breda. Ammo in for the mortar here. Shogun 42 is in. Can it kill this? I don't think it can. No, it cannot. It definitely cannot. Yeah, and down it goes. That was unfortunately there for me. I feel like he had big plans for that, and then it just did not turn out the way he was expecting. Fallchirmjager getting overwhelmed by 3 units here. It's basically the only way you beat them. Panther coming in now. Let's see what the plan for this is. It looks like it is to try to hunt this ISU 122. I can't imagine any other reason for it. Emil holding a 12-12 though. But he definitely needs to start trading a little better. He's lost a lot of units recently. Sniper goes down to the Fallchirmjager. Shogun 42 needs to take out this BA-10 quickly. Should be able to. Can it land this first shot? It cannot. Can it land its second? No, it's not going to get a second. We do see an F-22 blasting away. What's it going after? Just softening things up here. Parasalt should beat the Avtos. Statistically. There is a veterancy difference here, though. Once again, Inshot making use of that combat. Yeah, Parasalt's gonna get overwhelmed, though. Honestly, Avtos aren't far off of freaking Parasalts these days. Cannon finds the ISU-122. Unless it finds a side shot, it's not going to do anything. But Stug now getting a side shot on that ISU. Oh, this would be huge. Gets a penetration. Oh my. Oh me. The ISU-122 goes down. What a kill from Emil. He needed that desperately. Like he needed to get that out of the way so he could start getting back on this hill as the T-60s swarm like bees everywhere. No push up north. Everyone's silent in the northern half of the map. It's all been the south. Already going after that Breda gun, which finishes off one of the group as Achiski. It doesn't matter how weak those are. Sturmspens are in as well now. HE-111 just, I mean, I think Emil called all 4 of them in. I guess his plan is just to, like, obnoxious overload the AA. Mortar going after the AA again. Oh my goodness, it might kill the combat. Oh, it just came up short. Wow, that would have been absolutely backbreaking. Little does Emil know how close he is. Oh, this could do it though. Incha not moving his AA. HE-111 goes down, so one of those recon planes finally dead again. Mortar firing. Ready to get on the run. 25 mil is moving. Dodges. Yee. The mortar's actually too accurate. It's not going to accidentally hit that combat. Parasalt get out in time. Going after the 122, but Incha is so on top of every little bit of micro here. See all these units moving. Like every single one. Oh, high level play. It's just, it's so sexy. Oh, Panzercheck gets caught out by the 25 mil. Now it'll run that leader. It's going to go down. AB getting some side shots on this T60. Making a run for it. Yee! Ooh. And it does survive, actually. Panzercheck coming in to try to stop all of this. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was going to say, 37 mil does not want to be getting involved in this crap. Panzercheck in the woods gets the first T60. Second Panzercheck does not get on target. HE-111 forced off. Morser in for Insha. And we're now into C phase, so here we go. This is where Mamil has to turn the screws on it. I don't know if Insha's got enough points, honestly. Although he's gotten some really strong positions here. Mamil definitely on the back foot, but there's a long way to go now. Woo! Sturmpanzer taken out. Oh, what was that? It was an RD piece. Was that a Morser? Oh, we can't see it. Oh my goodness, that was huge. It was either a 122 or a Morser. I don't see why he would ever bring one of those up on the hill. It must be a 122. I don't know what else would come in that transport. Yeah, it was definitely a 122. That's what comes in. There is only one of these. I forgot. Oh, another Focke-Wulf down. Mamil has just been throwing those away like they're free. It looks like his 81 mm mortar died to counter battery. Yeah, it did. I mean, in terms of tickets, Mamil's doing really quite well as a Juggernaut player going into C phase, but in terms of trades, I think he's lost a lot doing that. It's always hard to tell, but pretty sure he has. Pretty sure he's in a pretty bad way right now. Strelki DP going out. Fallchirmjager Pioneers out in the open, gonna get beat up there. Parassaults doing what they do. A lot of damage when they finally get into range. Taking out that VZ-VOD would be huge. He's got to get rid of all this veteran seed that Insha uses so well. Yep, there we go. Fallchirmjager ZFs finally doing what they do and just pumping out sniper rounds. 172 is on, going after that 25 mil, but the counter battery already going. Surprised to see Mamil calling an arty right now because he is on the back foot. I know his ticket position is not like horrid, but his position on map is pretty bad, actually. HE-111, this, again, Mamil's kind of just flying planes into this wall of 25 mils. This is exactly what Soap did, too. I'm not sure why people, I mean, I know 358 has bad AA, but it's not like it's legitimately bad on the map right now. I feel like we all do it. We play a division that has quote-unquote bad AA, and then we just fly planes into it thinking, they'll never die because the AA sucks. It does, but it's not dead yet. It is limited. Zis-2 catching the Sturmpanzer out. Sturmpanzer should win this. With its armor at this max range of the Zis-2. Does not get a good first hit, though. Avtos get caught out. Zis-2 on Sturmpanzer still going. Eventually it's going to get the pen. But eventually the Sturmpanzer is going to land a shot. It only needs to land one. I don't think the Zis-2 might win this. It's going to panic the Sturmpanzer 4 eventually. Did it get retarget? Fallchirmjager gets forced out. And now it looks like the Sturmpanzer should finish off that Zis-2. And down it goes. Sturmpanzer Sturman. M17 gonna pin down some infantry. 37 mils should be falling back, but it's not. C205 trying to save the day here. Should get out. Does help pin it down. The M42 doing what? I'm not sure right now. It's getting attacked from 100 sides. It has no idea what to do. And down it goes to the 45 mil. Panther in, kills the sniper. HE-111 flying over again. Insha holding on to that 1411, 25 minutes in now. Income still not equal. Fallchirmjager ZF card in C phase for Mamil. He's going to lose that HE-111. This kind of felt like unnecessary throwaways of these recon planes. He knows there's a ton of AA there, so I'm questioning some of these air plays. And I hate questioning these players because they're so much better than me, but obviously I can armchair general and see everything that's going on. I get that. But like, I know these players know that there's a crap ton of AA there, so why do they keep throwing planes into it? Another ISU 122 now in. Sturmpanzer in some danger. There's the Panther, though. If the Panther gets the first shot off, it can definitely beat the ISU. And Mamil bring it back to a 12-12 here for the time being. Even more continuing to try to get this 25 mil. And this time it is on target, so I think it'll finally do it. Unless the 25 mil starts shooting first, at which point then Insha's gonna like auto move it. Panther, oh, gets the penetration, goes down to one shot from that definitely not 40% accuracy ISU 122S. Sturmpanzer is his next target. Oh, another first hit. What is 40% really but 100 when you're dealing with Soviet heavy armor? Tiger is stuck in some hill pression here, except right now it's bridge pression and this absolutely bull crap thing going on right now. You've got to be kidding me with this bull. Like, this is crap. This is garbage. Like, this is ridiculous. What real tanker would ever stop on the edge of this bridge and sit his Tiger facing towards the sky? Like, come on, Eugen. Fix it, please. I know you can. I don't believe you if you say you can't. These paracommandos are actually really solid units all on their own. They put out some serious damage. As you can see, 2 units going down here. They can't do a 2-on-1, though. They are not that impressive. They are not the almighty Fallchirmjager FG-42s. They have limits. Back to a 14-10. Inshot making a push up north, successfully flanking around. Some reinforcements are coming, though. Grudzachiski will wipe these Fallchirmjagers out quite easily. And down they go. Oof, these units are so good. Don't be fooled, though, guys. 358th is a very hard division to use. Good players like Inshot can 100% like min-max the advantages and disadvantages of this division, but it is not an easy division to play well. Avtos versus Fallchirmjagers. Technically, the Fallchirmjagers should win with their grenade. The Avtos now hiding just behind the building. Beautiful little auto cover off moment. And now the Avtos win. Because the Pioneers can't throw the grenade anymore. So they just get overwhelmed by the almighty Avto. Now the Stug M42 is going to die. Wow. What a freaking play from Insha. Holy crap, that was good. God, these players are just disgusting. He knew that once they got into the building, there's like no more cover. And just is essentially whatever unit does more damage. And the Avtos put out more numerical damage than the Fallchirmjager Pioneer without the grenade. And you can't throw grenades, you can't shoot flames. Wow, that was a play. And then to pop out and kill the tank. Oh. ISU-122S is still alive. Right now, Mamil kind of paralyzed to where to push next. His northern front somehow collapsing, despite the fact we're now almost 10 minutes into C phase. Insha continues to make progress. 15-9 now for Insha. Like, holy crap. At this point, Mamil now at a point advantage and will only build it incredibly fast as he's getting over double the income of Insha at this point. And Mamil really was not down that many flags. But to end up at a double tick at this point is nuts. IL-2 forced off by the 37 mil. This flag recaptured, so we're back to a 15-minute tick here. The other thing is, though, too, is Mamil drops too low. He may not have time to tick Mamil back out the other direction. MG42 goes down to the T60. Combat finally goes down to the mortar strike here. That's huge and takes away all that veterancy beautifulness. All of Insha's units just became a lot less dangerous. T-34 driving on in. There's nothing to stop it. Fallchirmjager ZF stopping the Avtos, but can't stop that T-34. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Oh, what a cheek play. That's rage-inducing, honestly. Fallchirmjager MG34 going to get overwhelmed here quite easily. Mamil almost bringing it back. He needs a 12-12 actually pretty bad because it's getting worse. Every moment, everything's getting much worse. Already coming down for that 45 mil, I would guess. See if it goes down. No, he stopped the attack midway. 172 getting counter batteried by the Moser. Pioneer caught off by the T60 again. T60s are so solid. They're just armored cars, essentially. For all intents and purposes, they're an armored car. VZ VOD, artillery leader caught out, and it's finally a 12-12 again. Is there a commander in? Or the Paras just have double... Oh, they just have double veterancy. So now Emil needs to turn it around. Truthfully, Emil is on the easier side to get flags. Although we're pretty far away from the 50-50 right now. Emil did successfully clear out the north and recaptured that flag now. We're starting to see the strain here a little bit on Incha's income. But Emil's calling in a lot of expensive stuff, so he's not exactly flooding the map with stuff, despite getting 175 points a minute. Tiger in can definitely kill off this T-34, but his units are being overwhelmed before he can. And a ton of reinforcements coming in there. Thankfully being unloaded by the Fallchirmjager ZF here. T-34 gets in, though. Gets Inshaw a tick again. And the T-34 might have spotted the Arty. Nope, just kidding. It spotted the Sturmpanzer over here. Stug trying to get into a position to help. Tiger repositioning. AA spotting the Yak 7B and that D205 trying to get on the back of it. This is a very maneuverable plane. Doesn't look like it's going to do it, though. Might even go down to the 25 mils now because Emil getting a little too aggressive. Does fall back the correct way, though, so it may get away, but this 25 mil is still here. Alciona finally in, going for a big bomb strike on this woods here. I see very little AA, actually, down here. There's this 125 mil, but that's it. Yeah, that's not stopping it. Emil might immediately now target this 25 mil. If he can finish off the rest of this AA, he could really crack an Insha pretty quick. Whoa! Oh my goodness! What a freaking strike there. Wiping out 4 infantry squads and basically killing a 5th. Wow, that was backbreaking there for Insha. He does not have the points to replace those losses anymore. Grubaczacki still getting in, though, to the woods again. Oh, and the Strelki get an AT grenade off on the Stug 42. Oh, my goodness. Tiger cannot seem to find the C-34. Understandably, it's in these weird spots. Parassault's getting beaten by the Grupa despite the veterancy difference. Even the almighty Parassaults can't do anything here. And Insha's on the 1410. The second 172 is out. There's 4 of them in total. But Emil needs to be calling in infantry and like stuff to actually affect the front lines, and he's calling a lot of backline units. It's not like he's out of infantry, I can promise you that. SPW goes down to the T-70s now. Double sniper beating out the Fallchirmjager here. Fallchirmjager ZF, though, catching out the 25 mil. Nothing could be better here for him. He needs that dead so bad. Whoa, no, he lost sight. He's at 1 health. And now the group is at Cheesecake are going to wipe him out. He has finally almost totally stopped this, but now they're going to go down and reconnect. Oh, jeez. Grubacz Cheesecake finally go down. Emil's still at 1410, though, with this loss up here. Fallchirmjager ZF creeping towards the woods. 172. Gonna try to soften things up a little bit. Another one in. I don't know if Emil doesn't notice his... He's only got 15 minutes to turn this game around, like, and like the end of the game. And he's just calling in, like, tons of expensive things that I don't think are immediately affecting the map enough at this point. He needs to capture this back. There's no reason to be losing this anymore. Fallchirmjager Pioneer going to go down here. And just Grubacz just pouring in. Fallchirmjager's not falling back. Very abnormal to see Emil miss some of these things. Obviously, his micro is probably up here trying to capture this flag back. Tiger slowly inching its way around, but I don't think there's anything to spot for this Tiger. Yeah, there's nothing. I can't believe he's doing this. The Tiger's not going to see this T-34 before it puts a side shot in on it. It might even get 2. The Tiger does spot it. I guess this close, it sees it. There's the side shot. T-34 does go down, though. Tiger somehow spots these infantry. I guess they're out in the open. Tiger does pin him down. Flag capture. Inch is still on a 13-11, though, as he pushes back in with Grupa Zachiski on the hill. T-60 going to take out that Panzerschreck. Oof. As the infantry crawl into the woods and make it in. I feel like Mamil should have brought in a C-phase card of Parachatudisi instead of the 6 leaders, because the Parachatudisi are okay at CQC. They're not amazing, but they're at least okay at it. And he has no more CQC. Like, that's his problem, is he's basically out of CQC already. His Fulton Pioneers will run out soon. The Parasol, we saw several of them die, double vetted them, so he got even less of them. And now he has no way to beat these Grupa and in the woods. And we're on Tsel, so everything's in the woods. 25 mil goes down, so there's 1, 2 left. I think that's it. One of the 172s died to the counter battery here. Pretty devastating, actually. Tiger pushed forward, captured this flag, but these Tigers are in very dangerous and exposed positions. Finally, some Fallchirmjagers in to support this Tiger. And Mamil's been pushed back off the hill again. Some Fallchirmjager ZF finally coming in to try to contest this town. Already takes a big hit. He's losing 172s left and right here. This singular Morser that he just isn't countering. Focke-Wulf, though, brings in a bombing strike straight on it. And there we go. Now we finally see the results of this intense anti-AA campaign. Tiger just misses the Zis-2 in the transport. Oh, Inch is so lucky there, but the Tiger might still just pin this down anyway before the Zis-2 can get any shots off. It does, though. APCR gets a pen, no crit, and the Zis-2 is pinned down. SPW in now. Alcione dropped another big bomb strike on what? I'm not sure. I can't believe he hasn't just dropped the strike here. Yeah, again, I'm really not a huge fan. I mean, these guys are good. They're very good, but, like, he needs, like, real CQC. Alright, with the big gun dead, his arty is probably now safe. These F-22s might get lucky, but unlikely. Tiger needs to back up, reconnect to get the... Now we're at a 12-12 with only 12 minutes left here. Mamil needs to turn it on, and turn it on hard. He just keeps calling in Tigers. Which just feels weird on this map to be calling in so many Tigers. I know that Insha has limited ways to deal with them, but I still don't know if that means that's the right choice. Tiger finally connects with the Stug. Fallchirmjager gonna kill off this Strelki finally. Fallchirmjager gonna beat the Strelki DP. Stug gonna get some nice hits on it as well. Grupa Zachiski getting in again, though. There's literally nothing he can do about these once they get into the woods. His only chances is Fallchirmjager catching them out. They do. Oh, but the smoke comes down. Insha just so quick on that smoke. He's going to catch the other one. Smoke a little bit misplaced this time, so it allows the Fallchirmjager to continue to fire. Fighter goes down to the Yak 7B. That's pretty big. Tiger just plows on through. Parasol trying to clear out these infantry. They should be able to, despite their weakened state. Grupa do get caught out. We can just see how much damage the Fallchirmjagers can do. Mamil finally on a 13-11, but it is a tenuous one. Like, that's not a... It's not like a real... He's got it, 13-11. Alcione coming in for the ISU 122S. It took out a Tiger already. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Yep. One of the only remaining 25 mils managed to spread the Alcione's bombs out. The other one's going to get a good bombing shot, but the ISU's on the move, so I don't know how much it'll really do. Got a good hit, and here's the second one. And down the ISU 122S goes. IL-2 coming in to try to air strike, to try to fighter duty, but it really couldn't do it. Tiger's just driving around here. SPW in, and now infantry striking from the north here. Very interesting little loop around here to get him right into the town. Zis 2 finding the AB 43. That's devastating, actually. You really need that to clear out these infantry quickly. Meal now on a 14-10. He needs at least a double tick immediately, and almost definitely a triple tick at some point. 45 mil shouldn't be able to stop this Tiger. On the flip side, the Tiger cannot spot it somehow. I know the Pioneer's slightly out of position, I guess. It's a stretch. So Emil has now killed the heavy arty. He's killed the AA. I mean, he's knocked. Oh, the Avto misses. And remember, the Tiger has 12 health, so the Avtos won't kill it in one throw. It needs to hit twice. Avto's finally pinned down. More coming in, though. Neil's still only on a 13-11, though. He needs to make more progress in the center here, as his arty goes after a T60. Kind of weird. Yeah, and I just feel like Mamil needed more CQC, like, in this fight in general. Like, really should have not done the leader in C, but brought the Parachatu DST, which, again, are not phenomenal CQC, but they're a whole lot better than what he's got going on right now. And I feel like maybe there was still other options as well. I'm not even sure off the top of my head. Only 8 minutes left, 7 minutes left here from Emil. He now has gotten a butt ton more points than Insha, but it really doesn't look like it, honestly. I mean, the Soviet divisions can really pump out cheap units, and these Grupazachski are actually only, what, 25 points, I think? Yeah, they are. Despite being absolutely disgusting. Now, it's because they're only in this division. Like, that is what this division does, is call those units in. So that's why they're super cheap. Don't be like, nerf Grupa. Like, no, this division does not need a nerf. Like, really, really badly. Insha's been doing this a lot, just hopping out of buildings and just, like, cutting down the CQC power. Surprised he didn't jump back in. He probably would have won this fight. He might still win this fight. Incorrect code from me. He does. Holy crap. God, these Avtos now. Shug gets a side shot, but now the ISU-122 won't miss at this range. What? Excuse me? Okay. 125 millimeters of armor, 90 millimeters of penetration. Like, I understand this game, things pen more than it says, but that's a lot. Oh my goodness. What? Oh my god. Emil just driving tanks within inches of infantry. And I guess just crossing his fingers that they don't have AT. When a lot of them are Avtos, and they do have AT. Arty finally coming down to soften this up. Kills one infantry. All that's left is an Avto. I find it so weird that Emil's driving tanks up to these flags instead of just spamming a whole bunch of Fallchirmjagers at it. With his income, he could call 4 of them in at a time. And even against some of these more dangerous units, I feel like he would easily win those fights. What's bombing? Alciona in, bombing, kills the Grupazachski in the woods. I can't believe he hasn't just bombed the town yet with any of his bombers. He could have called in all 4 by now and been nuke bombing everything. Bolshevik Pioneers saving the day. Sturmpanzer probably won't die to this T-34. I mean, it can. Grupazachski finally pinned down. Tiger in position to kill the T-34. Fallchirmjager finally in. An actual unit that can do something in these situations. Infantry capture this. Mamil finally on a double tick. He's only got 5 minutes left. It's not enough. Avtos can easily wreck these Fallchirmjagers, but he actually falls them back, and that causes the Avtos to die instantly. So actually a mistake there by Insha. Incoming the Alciona to clear out this woods. Bakawolf in as well. Fallchirmjager's finally coming. I feel like this is what Mamil should have been doing the whole time. Bomber's in, but not before the Fallchirmjagers died. Tiger is alive there. Okay, I thought it died. I was like, what killed it? Big bombing strike kills the T-34. Actually, up north, there's really not much here for Mamil. Only 4 minutes left, and I mean, Mamil's not going to make it. I think he just spent too much time trying to, like, kill everything that Insha had in, like, AA and artillery and stuff to, like, you know, make his weapons unstoppable, but, like, it took too long. It just took too long to do that. He's got a 16-8 now. Still needs more, though. He needs to clear off this hill. He needs the 18-6 immediately. And I don't see any way for him to get it. He got a 17-7 now. But that's temporary. I mean, if Insha just drives one thing over here, it's gone. If he kills both these units, maybe this flag will crumble too. But he's not really moving anything fast over here. There's the 18-6. Maybe he does it now. Got this flag. Nothing coming in for Insha in the south, actually. Insha spending his points on an ISU 122 of all things. This Fallchirmjager are going to go down, though. These Grupa Zachiski. This flag's going to flip. Emil's going to lose his desperately needed triple tick. It's quadruple, technically. But there's 3 lines, so I say triple. But it is quadruple. Mathematically speaking, it's quadruple. Sturmpanzer ground attacking to find this unit. 17-7 re-achieved for Insha. A flak 37 coming? Is he out of Fallchirmjagers? There's no way. Why don't we just call a Fallchirmjager in? Oh my goodness, this is so close. 2 minutes left. I don't even think a quadruple tick does it anymore. Maybe? He's about to get it. We're going to find out. He's also about to lose it. Stug should be able to kill this 25 mil. This flag will crumble. 18-6. There it is. Once the 25 mil is dead, he'll actually have an 18... oh, he lost it again. Tiger gets a pen on the ISU 122. Will it fire first? It will. Tiger goes down. Sturmpanzer puts a shot. It's not enough. 25 mil goes down. 18-6 re-achieved. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. ISU 122 going to kill this Sturmpanzer almost without a doubt. Down it goes. Oh no. Meals 18-6 barely holding on. I don't think it's going to do it. By the way, Fallchirmjager ZF do not have AT. This is a visual glitch. 19-5. Meal actually capturing another flag. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, he pulled an attack power and just waited too long. He played defense for just too long. 20-4. I think at 21-3, you get like a 8 tick or something like that. I think it's 8 times. It's a quadruple tick. It's not. It's more than that. It's already a quadruple tick. And Emil gonna come up just short. Can the Shogun 42 perform another miracle here? No, not this time. It's gonna get at least 2, 3, 4 shots in. I don't think it's gonna matter. And there it is. Insha pulling out a freaking game against 4th Fallchirmjager. Wow. I mean, freaking clap for Insha. Because that is a victory and a half, beating the best division in the game on any map, while Mamil is piloting it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, unfortunately, guys, I'm sure you want to see more, but unfortunately, games 2 and 3 were essentially nothing. Game 2 was a 12-minute match where Mamil ran Insha over, and then Insha scooped game 3 because that's what he does all the time. Yeah, so Mamil technically won the tournament. I'm sure he doesn't feel great about that victory. Not that he didn't deserve it. He played great. But yeah, so amazing match there. Trades here almost exactly even, with Emil at 49.45 and Insha at 5,070. And that's huge because Emil probably had double the amount of points in total by the end of the game. In like the entire game, had at least 2 times the amount of points called in over Insha. Actually, more than 2. It's almost definitely more than twice as much. 2.5 times, I would think. Smorser, yeah, look, it took out 2 172s. Good lord. I wish my counter battery was that good ever in any situation. And it's not even like Insha's stuff did a lot. It's like none of these things went crazy at all. I mean, he lost plenty of stuff. I mean, everything just kind of got a couple kills here and there. Wolf, I definitely had a lot of questions about Emil's airplay choices. They felt overly aggressive at the beginning. At times it paid off, but then he lost a lot of planes that could have done so much damage later after he'd broken down the AA that he was inevitably going to break down. Yeah, like these Alcione, like, look how devastating those things are. Tiger, the 172s did some stuff. Fallchirmjager ZFs, those guys are nuts. 37 mil did some good work too. Yeah, what a freaking game. That felt like watching Attack Bar. Not the level of skill, but the just waiting too long to close the game. Yeah, that's a classic of mine. But if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Consider checking out the Patreon down below. Thank you to all my current and past Patreon supporters. It really means a lot. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic day.